It's Katuba, which has 0 projects.
Okay.
Allow me
Alright.
now to start my
Submission, please.
submission.
Please go ahead.
I'll start with introduction. Chivombo Town Council.
No, just come to page 2. Page 2, just budget performance.
Or budget performance,
Yes.
Appendix 1. We've seen the table. Management response. Number 1, cause of query. The Council acknowledges observations made by the external auditors and wishes to state that the low utilization rate as at 31st October 2023 was as a result of a lengthy approval processes at national level involved in the management of CDF programs at that time. Furthermore, delays in the launch of Constituency Development Fund guidelines of February 2022 and December 2022 issued in circular number MLGRD/101/22/157 and other core circulars such as the Treasury Management Circular MF/LG/1/20 dated 1st November 2022 on the management of the loan empowerment component and circular number MLGRD/101/22/1 on CDF control measures dated 25th July 2022. See Annexure 1, 2, and 3. Number 2, action taken. As of 31st December 2023, the Council has so far managed to pay funds amounting to 40,821,885.48 ingwe cumulatively from both constituencies, while leaving a balance of 9,244,714 kwacha 18 ingwe, which includes committed funds of 8,401,596 kwacha 36 ingwe for ongoing projects and those under defect liability period. Additionally, the Council wishes to report that the variance of 4 million indicated in the table above was the money which was deducted at source by the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development for the central procurement of utility vehicles meant for Zambia Police and project monitoring and evaluation, where Chivombo Council received 4 vehicles with registration numbers GRZ 443CZ Kembe, GRZ 833CZ Katuba for project monitoring and 2 Zambia Police vehicles. Kindly refer to circular number MLGRD/101/22/157 dated 4th May 2023 and the expenditure return report project status and contract as indicated in Annexure 4. Number 3, remedial measures taken. Council management, in accordance with the February 2022 CDF guidelines, reconstituted the project monitoring and evaluation team on CDF programs aimed at identifying all possible bottlenecks in the management of Constituent Development Fund program and ensure a proper mechanism is devised to enable effective and efficient execution of CDF projects and programs. The Council also wishes to appreciate central government for putting up the following interventions that have helped in enhancing the speed at which execution of projects is done. That is, the decentralization of approval processes by the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development to provincial local government officers. The decentralization of confirmation of funds for the Secretary to Treasury to now Director of Finance of the local authority. See attached Annexure 5A to 1Q, Monitoring and Evaluation Team. Item number 3, Appendix 2, failure to spend. The table there shows this is the correction that we are making, Chair, for Kembe, showing 19 projects that were outstanding. Katuba showing 0 projects. Management response. 1. Cause of query. The Council acknowledged the observation made by the external auditors and wishes to state that the low utilization rate as at 31st December 2022 was as a result of lengthy approval processes involved in the preliminary stages of the implementation process at that time. Number 2, action taken. The Council is leveraging on the government decision that unlocked the bottlenecks that were faced in the approval processes of the Constituency Development Fund programs, making it possible and quicker for other relevant government departments to clear all the 19 outstanding contracts which were then awarded to successful contractors. As of 31st December 2023, the Council has so far managed to pay funds amounting to 27,855,869 kwacha and 34 ngwe cumulatively out of the revised or varied budget of 36,257,465 kwacha 17 ngwe for both constituencies, while leaving a balance of 8,401,596 kwacha 36 ngwe. That is committed to projects that are still ongoing, and those under defect liability period of 6 months according to the contract. See attached Annexure 6, signed contract and the project ledgers. Number 3, remedial measures. Council management, in accordance with the February 2022 CDF guidelines on establishment of project monitoring and evaluation team on CDF program, aimed at identifying all possible bottlenecks in the management of Constituency Development Fund programs and ensure a proper mechanism is devised to enable an effective and efficient execution of CDF projects and programs. The Council also wishes to appreciate central government for putting up the following interventions that have helped in enhancing the speed at which execution of projects is done. The decentralization of the approval processes by the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development to provincial local government officer, the decentralization of confirmation of funds from Secretary to Treasury to now Director of Finance of Local Government, and also the decentralization by the Attorney General by putting a legal officer in the province to help out with the legal opinions. See attached at Annexure 7A to 6H, monitoring and evaluation team of the appointment letters. Number 4, Appendix 6, failure to produce monitoring and evaluation reports. That is Kembe constituency. Management responses. Number 1, cause of query. The Council acknowledges the observation made by the external auditors and wishes to state that this was as a result of non-production of monitoring and evaluation reports, despite the activity being undertaken by the monitoring team. Action taken. The Council, through management, has also intensified the frequency of monitoring and evaluation through the constituted monitoring team working in conjunction with various WDCs. 3, remedial measures. The Council shall enhance the management activity reports by ensuring that all reports are availed timely. Furthermore, the Council has designed its own monitoring and evaluation templates for CDF programs in order to effectively assess the performance of the projects that are being implemented. See Annexure 8, monitoring and evaluation template. Item number 5, Appendix 9.1, secondary school boarding skills development and bursaries and spent grants. The table is given. Management responses. Number 1, cause of query. The Council acknowledges the observation made by the external auditors and wish to state that the low utilization rate in the secondary boarding school and skills development program was as a result of low responses from the would-be successful applicants, despite the council carrying out numerous community sensitization programs through ward development committees, council Facebook page, public address system, brochures, and among others. I can confirm that ever since we started these sensitizations, Kembe, which in 2022 under skills it had 19, but now in 2023 it has 418. Katuba under 2022 it had 54, but now it has 545. Action taken. The council, through its CDF committee meetings held on 28th October 2022 for Katuba constituency and 28th June 2022 for Kembe constituency, resolved that a request to vary funds be made to Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development to allow the council to channel funds meant for bursaries towards the construction of classroom blocks, pupils' dormitories, and procuring of desks from the balance of 8,988,837. Authority to vary funds was subsequently granted by the ministry, and the funds were approved towards the construction of 4 school infrastructure development projects for Kembe constituency, while under Katuba constituency the varied funds were approved towards 27 various projects. See attached at Annexure 9, requests and approval for variation of funds and project status reports. Number 3, remedial measures. The council shall ensure that there is continued massive community sensitization campaign through the Ward Development Committee, CDF committees, and other modes of communication such as radio sensitization programs to ensure that information reaches all corners of the district. And as a council, we ensure that every week officers go, or at least on radio, to sensitize about Chivombo Town Council and CDF and other operations. Item number 6, Appendix 9.2, Secondary School Boarding Skills Development Bursaries, failure to report. These are students. Management reports. Number 1, cause of query. The council acknowledged the observation made by the auditors and wishes to state that this was as a result of some successful skills development applicants opting not to report for classes upon learning that the bursary component was only limited to tuition fees without other logistical support such as accommodation, transport, personal protective attires. These are PPEs. Action number 2, action taken on the matter. The council wrote to the training institutions, Chipembe and Kabwe Trades in particular, requesting for refund amounting to 190,755 for both Katuba and Kembe constituents on the fully paid up bursary beneficiaries that did not attend classes. In a response dated 13th November 2023 and 5th December 2023 by the training institution, they opted to allow the council to replace the students that did not report for classes in the period under review. The replacement has since been done in 2024 academic year. At the time we were writing this report, we had submitted to the provincial local government officer, but for now I can confirm that we've since received the approvals and we've written to the schools. Number 3, remedial measures taken. The council, in its quest to avoid payments for bursary beneficiaries that did not attend classes, the local authority currently ensures that all the requests of payments can only be processed once a physical verification exercise is conducted by the Office of Internal Auditor and the council treasurer, who is now Director of Finance, as to whether the invoice is fully sponsored by the number of beneficiaries on the ground. This is guided by circular dated 9th July 2023. Kindly see Annexure 11. In my conclusion, I wish on behalf of management to assure the committee that the council is committed to ensuring that the stated remedial measures are adhered to, and reaffirm the council's dedication in providing municipal services to the residents of Chibombo Council. I submit.
Thank you very much. Dr. Monzo?
Thank you so much, Chair, and thank you, Town Clerk, for your presentation. I take the committee to Appendix 26, the blue. So Appendix 26 has a table, the first table, which is the Kembe constituency, project summary as at 31st December 2023. Are we there?
Appendix 26.
Appendix 26. Just look at the number which is on this blue shade. These separators have a number.
Yes.
So 26.
Yes.
26.
26.
Like this one. Mine is 26.
Blue one. The blue thing.
This one. This one.
Oh. 26 is here.
Okay. Yes. No. Just the table for projects. There are 18 projects that are listed on this table under Kembe constituency.
This one, no.
Yes, even 26 is also that they're repeating themselves. But
It's on second separator. There's a document
yes,
separator.
second separator. You're right.
This one, is it?
Yes.
One that is written failure and special. Failure to spend community projects.
Yeah, that's the one.
Failure to spend community projects.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Dr. Monzo.
So this chair, they are showing a list of projects that would have an approved amount. And then
the green one.
And then the contract sum, and then expenditure details, and they have also attached.
Yeah, just that one.
And they have also attached contracts, signed contracts. So now I have questions on these signed contracts, because the amount of money that was signed on some contracts is not the same with what is on the project list. I'll give you examples. Annexure 2C. Just immediate after the table, the contracts have got some labels. They write some numbers in pen, handwritten. So 2C. What's yeah. Okay. Just from the table, there's the first contract, right?
Yes.
This contract made the 9th day of January 2023 between Chibombo Town Council and so Mbari Construction and Farming Limited. So this contract I have no problem. The second contract, which is written Annexure 2B, there's some writing on top,
Yes.
top right. Annexure 2B contract, I have no problem with it. Now Annexure 2C. Annexure 2C, apparently Annexure 2C is project number 18 on the project list. So on the project list number 18, the approved amount is 700,000. Whilst the contract sum is 708,568.15. But if you look at the signed contract between the client and the contractor, this contract was signed between Chiwombo Town Council and the Charibati Investment Limited. And the contract sum is actually very confusing. The amount here is 700, in words, it's 780,568 kwacha, 15 ngwe. But what is written in numbers, in figures, I don't understand what is.
700.
It's 700,000, Chair. What is
It's 700,000, but the words, the amount in words.
The figures.
in figures? 701.
The amount in words
Okay,
and
this
in
one.
figures is different. And when you translate this, when you summarize, you put it in the table of the status of for projects, project number 18. The amount there, the contract sum that you have recorded there, is 708.
Thank you,
We
Chair.
need an explanation on that. This is not the only one, Chair, actually. I don't know how they were doing contracts in Chiwombo, because what is signed and what is reported is different. So we can go to 2E. 2E. So one can take this question to answer, but we go to 2E, Annexure 2E, on the contracts. 2E, Annexure 2E, this is project number 17. Project number 17, on the list, it is showing the contract sum is 700,000 kwacha, flat. But what you signed with the client is 699, 142.25. So one can take that. Then another one is 2F, Annexure 2F, the next one. This 2F is project number 10 on the list. Project number 10 on the list, the approved amount on the list is is 800,000. But you signed for 837. The budget was 800,000, and you signed the contract for 837,821. Another one is 2I. Two I is project number 16. Project number 16 on the list, it is the approved amount is 700,000, and you signed a contract above the approved amount, which is a similar case with project number 10. You signed a contract at 742,392, 13 kwacha, 13 ngwe. Then project contract number 2K. Contract number 2K, which is actually on the project list, is project number 1. Project number 1, the approved amount is 500,000 and the contract sum is 473, which is okay. But then looking at the contract here, the amount in figures, the amount in words, the amount in words is 473,515 kwacha 60 ngwe. But what do we read in words, in figures? So probably then the last one is 2L. Annexure 2L. This Annexure 2L, the contract, is signed between SkyMate Enterprises and the job description is to where is the job description? Okay, I can't see the job. What this contract was signed for. Oh, the construction. The employer desires that works known as the completion of a 1x3 classroom block at Mufwambe Primary School in Chikowo Ward. It was signed for 299,053 kwacha 66 ngwe. But I tried to look for this project on the project list in Kembe. It is not there. So a contract was signed, but a project was not executed. We can answer to these queries concerning contract administrations.
Thank you, Chair.
Those different figures.
Chair, we've heard you've stated a lot of contracts here, but in summary what I can say is in the Procurement Act, the tender committee has got the powers to appoint an ad hoc committee to do the negotiations. In the event that the allocated sum is slightly lower than the amount that the contractor has offered. So the tender committee appoints an ad hoc committee, and in this case that is what happened. They negotiated on behalf of the tender committee, and that's how they agreed to do the works. On Signet Enterprise, I'll ask Director Works to say something.
Thank you. When did you go to Chiwombo? Council Secretary.
Myself, I had gone to Chiwombo in August, 1st of August. I was transferred from Chembe in July, but I reported in August, Chair.
Last year?
Last year, Chair. But perpetual succession, we are here. We have records we can state.
Yeah.
The project is there on page.
Which project are we looking at? Second page from one. Where is that page, sir?
Chair, this page was attached to the annexures. It's clearly stating where Mufwambe is on page 31. On item number 31.
Is it page 31?
Construction of 1x3 classroom block, Mufwambe Primary School. The annexure 6, huh?
Sorry to intervene,
Just
but are we on the same page which we are looking at? You know, the first, this second separator, you have provided a list of projects under Kembe constituency. There are 18 projects. And following this list, there are contracts signed, and which you can read together with the table here. And all these contracts that I've cited, 2E, 2C, 2E, 2F, and so on and so forth, you can find the contract in the contract list. So this 2L, you are saying it is on page 31. Where about?
They have the page, but it's not here. Yes, engineer.
Sorry, Chair. I think that the list wasn't attached to the copies which were submitted earlier on. We apologize for that.
So where is it? You have it? Yes, Honorable Nyangos.
Just a comment before I ask a question. Did you go through this report, CS and your team? If you did and you went to Chalimbana, you went through, what did you pick from this? For me, I can't lie to you, I was confused. Even the way you chose numbers, you start with 20-something to 30-something. You can't correlate. What numbers are in this report and mine are different. There is a chair, there is a query that I followed that referred to Annexure 9. I'm just speaking off cuff, but I know how confused I was. Annexure 9, I couldn't find it, and I can't see Annexure 9 here. So I'm just asking, did you go through it? Or what is just the preliminary issues? Yes. Are you seeing that there's confusion arising from a report? Other reports, even this Kasama, you do just want it flows. Even these appendices are done properly, even other reports. But yours, the way you chose numbers, I don't know what was the motivation, Chair. Maybe you can hear from them. The blue separators, this one, number 2, for me, the second separator is, what color is this? To my friends, the second separator is blue. So you can't follow, whether you follow the separators or you follow the numbers. With the numbers to confusion. I wanted to submit so that I hear from them. If them, because I can be also in the Chiwombo confusion. I don't want to be confused. So I want to follow things correctly.
Thank you, Chair. That same report, that same page is attached to Annexure, is next after Annexure 4. Then we have Annexure 4 is talking about CDF expenditure returns for 2022 funding. And then, so the second highlighter in your booklet.
This one?
Yes.
For me, let me just give an example. You see this one? For me, this one is number 2, and it is number 23. And this is where Dr. Mwanza is referred us to.
Okay.
There are 18 projects under Kenya. So this, to me, is not Annexure 4. For me, if I were to count it, it's Annexure 1, 2. This one. This one, the number is 25. It may be 25.
Okay.
Even 17.
Okay.
Where you find these projects?
Me, it's 23.
Okay.
Honorable members, are you able to pick another question while they are looking at that confusion?
Just a follow-up on what she explained about the contract sum being different from what is on the list. She explained that at a negotiation stage, if a contractor has bid above the budget, the ad hoc committee can negotiate to reach a contract price that is acceptable to both parties. But project number 10 and project number 18, the approved amount is like for project number 10, the approved amount is 800,000 kwacha. Then the contractor, you sign a contract for 837. The same with the project number 18. The approved amount is 700,000. To the contractor, you sign a contract about 708. And in fact, even you go to project number 18, a contract is a very serious document. What you write in words must be equal to the figures. So if you look at project number 18, the contract itself, you write the words are 780. It's not even 80, but 80. I don't know what it means. Yeah. So, and then these in words, in figures, is different. And you even wrap with pen and something like this. A contract of 700,000 of kwachas. So how do you justify your statement to say you negotiate? Another committee negotiated to bring down the price to be below the contract approved budget. In this case of project number 10 and project number 18.
Chair.
Thank you,
I will
Chair.
comment, Chair,
If
before-
you look at the
CS.
contracts, Chair.
Wait,
Chair.
hold on, CS. Switch off
Chair,
your mic.
the observations and omissions in this report are quite serious. Chair, first, we are not just here for the purpose of academic arrangements. We want to see what is happening in Chiwombo and you follow nicely. Chair, if we cannot follow, and we didn't follow in the night, even themselves, they don't know which is an extra what, I propose that we adjourn for 2 minutes. We consider, we follow a report that is straightforward, Chair. Unless otherwise, because there's nothing that we are following, Chair. And the responses, Chair, you can also, we had an ad hoc committee that was considering, this, that is fine. But you cannot explain where a contract, a legal document, a legal commitment with the contractors, you cancel, pay, you don't sign, everything is in shambles. Chair went through this. So I propose, Chair, with your indulgence, that we have 2 minutes on our own. We caucus, we allow them to go out. Can you second you?
Out? Maybe I'm not seconding, Chair. Maybe I say something before we go out.
Honourable members, let's be orderly. Say something.
Chair, thank you so much for those observations. But of course, like I said, this is the data succession. If you look at the
Your mic is off.
I'm saying thank you, Chair, for those observations. Of course, they are serious observations, and I wish to apologize on behalf of my people here, my staff here. Most of them, they are new. But however, because of perpetual succession, why I had indicated that under procurement, there is a way of how to handle contracts. When the contractor is on a higher side, you negotiate. That is the
Right.
general.
No, I now hear you, and I appreciate your comment. And the one word that you said even at the beginning is that this is perpetual succession, so which you fully take responsibility. But allow us, because they have proposed and seconded, allow us to whisper a bit. We'll call you back.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Okay, what is the agenda?
President Hakainde Hichilema will on Thursday, 7th March 2024, address the nation on Parliament Radio and Television on the progress made in the application of national values and principles. Make a date on Thursday, 7th March at 10 hours.
Her Honor, the Vice President's question time.
Questions for oral answer under Standing Order number 76.
For a matter to be admitted, it has to be of recent occurrence.
Continue watching Parliament TV, a channel dedicated to bring Parliament closer to you.
My eParliament mobile application. My eParliament is a mobile application developed by the National Assembly of Zambia in order to bring Parliament closer to you. You can download and install My eParliament from App Store or Play Store. Once installed, you can raise your concerns, provide your input, opinion and feedback on various projects or decisions being made in your constituency. On My eParliament mobile application, you can listen to Parliament Radio. You will have access to parliamentary documents such as bills and acts which are considered in Parliament. You also have access to National Assembly social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. You can also watch parliamentary debates live on our YouTube channel. Download My eParliament now. My eParliament, bringing Parliament closer to you. Parliament is open to members of the general public who may wish to undertake familiarization tours of Parliament buildings, either in groups or as individuals, or to attend sittings of the House or parliamentary committees. All those wishing to visit Parliament can either write to the Clerk of the National Assembly of Zambia or simply come to Parliament buildings. Upon arrival at Parliament buildings, visitors are required to identify themselves. A passport or national registration card is required for identification purposes. All visitors to parliamentary premises are required to wear smart attire, either office or casual wear. Before gaining access to the galleries, all visitors are oriented and issued with passes by the Security Department at the Media and Visitors Center. Those whom permission is granted to sit in the galleries will be ushered to the appropriate galleries by protocol officers. Furthermore, visitors are not allowed to take with them into the galleries such articles as walking sticks, umbrellas, briefcases or parcels of any type, newspapers, magazines or cell phones. All such articles must be deposited at the reception desk. Visitors to the galleries are given copies of the order paper which shows the order in which the business of that particular day would be taken. You can follow all parliamentary sessions and committee sittings on GoTV Channel 28, Topstar Channel 5, DSTV Channel 272, Parliament Radio, or like the National Assembly of Zambia Facebook page.
Headphone music.
I'm in love with the big trick.
Is your time better than us?
Yes, at least on the quarter internet.
Can you rhyme better than us?
Kasukete after
Can you raise the bar like we did?
Oh, mna kwat step.
Here's the shovel, now can you dig?
Who wants them to stand the
Young rappers acting like they've been Dan, they send it though. 2 minutes of fame and they done reached the pinnacle. I seen days darker than the skin tones in Senegal. Best you can do is take a minute and you'll learn it those. Cause that's how you got a brighter future. Don't mistake it with Mr. Butcher. Legendary like Kalusha, Eradaya, Tusha. International producer, little man to meet you pusher. I am that dude that move the flag heavier than Respucia.
Don't you think when my words I'm the one for emotion or you take things personal opportunity for to know no matter if you don't want to chapa more mukonkana se mumana so we picked up we follow from at fundela zeno more you inspired us you talked us I'm a beef now my metaphors you became ambassadors the reason to them about we are the products some nimba mwane pangale senga wa kuromu fude fe watch to for us
but you said my nimba nick my punchline then you get to the punchline that's about the mine but even if I change your mind if you want to sign him I want to aini what's defining you boy a message you want to whiny to stand the line like the shop to try to undermine
for example therefore kuba teacher tadi mfide fena kuskulu ine fyonse fena puisa amwelele kumutanto therefore kuya top tadi mfide namba pansa for mwala na pali procedure
would you rather number one with no money dumb it down don't want you to keep your flow funny back the knowledge level up the hoes money you're not sure I guess you need to learn from me
oh yes please njebeni kwechilenga bambi bale kula bambi bale chula ma big artist ngashiwa change chilenga sama shows bambi yale dula bambi bale senda feli yonse baba pera
banange na mugemu boom without the big plan so akatenga crazy as a payment it's a good sign so long the big money is a buyer aba musama my yes boss 10 shows 1 weekend little money let's let a one show 1 weekend more money get every artist needs investors and some bankers for the money but they don't see importance cause of the hand to mouth running so plan for yours better chile hope the black chinja sabo kasi gula chile
I feel the pressure writing down for question when I'm game winning question when I try to measure impacts to kwetapa katakuti mwali organize fintunga tafya shupa that's why na forever lesa na ifata mila kuluisa atime number one song takes a better nafa we keep fighting each other mentally munshta kuyafa eventually my beef no muchishi once wapa visa viva like kulumba like none kana you are greater kabapa internet futi basangu kaheta.
Some haters become rappers, get in the booth and think they're better than you. Never understand cripples, I think they move better than you. They got vendettas, it'll post some hits or get umbrellas. Chill, check your fellas, you will find a lot are not the realest. The closest, take it closest to the grave instead of building. They will stop you in the moment for the cake instead of shielding.
Kuma first I used to think like, who sell the buffet good life? Don't sell the passport light, tell her that money to my inside. To fight up with a big bite, hang up for more appetite. The more you get, the more hands. Kuna special ni pop in them fuck over content.
To be content, kuma change depending on the pocket.
Is it a must at least do kuma educated?
Education is sometimes it's kind of overrated. Let me paint the picture.